Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I have to switch some stuff up. I realized I needed to change the design around a good bit. I had planned on a side door, and I'll show you. I put a little bit of framing together. I'm actually going to jump in. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing as far as brackets and rivets and how I'm doing the initial structure of the frame before I do some welding to just tighten stuff up. But the change was, instead of going with a door on the side, the bed in the back, switching things around a good bit, I realized I made the mistake and I bought a driver's side door. Now, if you've ever backed into a campground, you realize you really need a passenger side door. But unfortunately, my vendor can't get me an exact matching passenger side door, so I can't just do both. And to exchange it was gonna be almost the price of the door by the time I paid for shipping for a heavy item. So I started thinking, how could I switch things around? So what I've decided to do is I'm actually gonna move the door to the back. So I'm gonna have the door dead in the middle on the back. Walking up, still use the same door. I'm gonna use that driver's side door that I already have. So it works out great. It opens just like a house door at that point. It's not a real big deal. And then I'm moving the bed to the front, switching stuff around on the way that the back layout's gonna be. So I'll show you kind of a rough CAD drawing because I just wanted to kind of make sure some stuff fit. So that'll be coming up here. So if you look at that and you see I've got the door in the middle now, and as I kind of look around it, it makes sense. I think this is a really cool design. I think I'm really gonna like it. So let's get into it. I'll do some time lapse of working on it today. I'm hoping to get a bunch more of this frame put together today. I do have to take some of the frame apart to then put it back together, change a few pieces. So I'm gonna switch the angle around on the camera and take a look at some of it. So step one that we're doing first is, as you can see, I took out one of the posts for the upright for the door. Now I'm putting a new horizontal piece in there. I want to get that front wall, a low piece across, and a couple supports for it. I'm actually then going to have to actually take the top part out, only because once I get this other side done here, this back wall here, I need to face the other way. Because as I showed, this center section right here is what's coming out. The door is going to be back in here. It's going to actually be kind of recessed back here. So I'll have the two sides pumping out like you saw, but I need to go get to this side. Now, if you notice, I've got these, I don't have a top bar in here. It's because of this right now. Until I get the hard top moved, I don't have space in the garage for it to slide in all the way if I do that top bar. So I'm just gonna have to take the top bar off the other side, just temporarily drill out the rivets. I'll switch it around. It has plenty of structure with it right now. So with that, let's get back to doing some more. So you might have noticed that I just dropped the level, which means I'm gonna use the phone as a level. So I'm gonna pull off some of this footage. So you saw some of the time lapse what I'm doing. I'm gonna put some of this together, and then once I have a little more put together, I'll come back and just show you what it looks like. I don't think you wanna sit here watching me do rivets anyway. Okay, so it's time to show everybody some more progress now. So like I said, I wanted to get this side done so y'all didn't have to pretty much just watch the rivets go. So I do need to add one more support right there. I haven't got to that. And then I'm gonna do a couple supports here. I'm actually holding to make sure I don't need long cuts. Actually, so I got a couple pieces sitting here. Those are actually the length I need for the door frame, which is also that same height. So those are going to end up going right here along the end. So actually cut this down a little. So that's down, that was 96 inches. Took that down to 94 and a half. That actually brought that so that that post there is in line with right there. So I actually did realize as I've been building it, I'm spot on here. This actually, if I pull it, the frame, it's right to here, but I am about a 1/2 inch long. So as I come out, kind of give you another view of it from a different angle. You can see it's got the angle coming on the back, that side. So this, the hinge is actually going to be down that end now. I'm going to raise it up from here. So now this area right here is going to be where sink and shower will go. That space right there is going to be for the fridge. And then right there will be where the toilet will get stored. The heating and hot water system and everything is going to go in here behind this cabinet, with the door right here in the middle with a nice overhang. So that's actually my 25-gallon fresh water tank. It's going to stay a little bit right around there because it's going to keep that over the axle. I'm actually going to do a 13-gallon right there in the frame and a 10 there for gray water. And then the bed will be all the way across the back. But the hinge then, when it opens, you'll get the most height will be right here. So next step is actually to pull it back out again, turn it back around, and we can try to start getting some of the cross members on and work on this back section. So we got one more really exciting piece of news that came in this week. I'm finally able to get the trailer frame into the DMV. So if you've been following along, it's a military trailer, so there's no VIN. I need to go through the process as if it's a home-built trailer to get a VIN number on it. And then from the serial number to a VIN, they put a VIN plate on. Then I can get inspected, I can get plates, do things like insurance. So Monday now, the whole aluminum frame that we've been building is coming off. So Tuesday morning, I can take the trailer in, have them get the inspection done, get plates on it. Then frame goes back on. I'm actually going to order probably today some of the aluminum composite panels for the bottom, actually maybe even the sides, and get those on order so that we can start skinning this thing and it really coming together. So stay tuned, and hopefully next time we do a video, I'll have some of the skin in and we can start doing that, maybe even some insulation, and start with some of the interior, because then I can actually start bolting this down to the trailer frame as well. I'm going to just directly bolt it down into the trailer frame, use some riv nuts and things like that. So I'll try to record some of that and let y'all see it. So next time, thanks for watching.